what kinds of sufferings are there? Are we all exposed to all forms of suffering? Well, there are lots of different kinds of suffering. The sufferings that we understand is what we call, from Buddhist point of view, suffering of suffering. That's like when we have pain, when you are sick, something like that, or something happens that you don't want to happen. That is suffering. Or something you don't get what you want to get. That's suffering. This is what we call, in Buddhist terms, suffering of suffering, because it's what we call the actual problem, suffering, pain. But there's another suffering, what we call this suffering of change. Suffering of a change is when everything is okay, when everything goes well. But because of our way of relating to things, how our mind is, we always worry. Oh, everything is okay now, touch wood, we say. Why touch wood? Because we are afraid of change, We know this can change, and therefore we have kind of worry that this would change. And so therefore we cannot fully enjoy the good time that we are having, because we have a nagging kind of worry, or some kind of what can you say, anxiety that this could end, and we worry for that something happens that would not be good. This can be sometimes very subtle, but it is always there, and that is also a suffering. Sometimes very subtle, but it is there. Then there is everything is momentary, and there is nothing totally in our control, because everything is momentary, and even like there is not really any true security. So therefore, there is nothing that you can totally, rely on things as this is, because everything is not static. Everything is, and even I am there. I am. It's not totally like that. And there is that thing that also, is a kind of a suffering problem, because there's never any total. You can't be totally confident and totally sure of anything, you know. But this, again, you know, is also because we want to be sure, we think that it should be like this, you know. So therefore, if we truly knew the situation, everything, how we are completely, then that, you know, uncertainty or unclarity or nothing that can be dependable itself becomes dependable, because we completely know what is it that we are, and then you can find, you know, a great freedom from there. But unless we find that, there is always a seed of problem, suffering.